Hello, I'm Dontae, and this is Dontae Dakara. Today, I enjoyed a hike and run up Mount Takao in Tokyo, Japan. Yes, there are mountains in Tokyo. It's not just a city, it's a whole prefecture, a state for my American comrades out there. Bottom line up front, Takao was a fun way to recharge, challenge myself physically, and see a different side of Tokyo. It's important to find ways to recharge when and where you can. So, let's go over this timeline, but first, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can catch me on other adventures like these and my daily adventures within the city. Alright, so, I began the journey at 6:50 with a 1.5 hour long train ride. I wish it went smoothly, but if you've ever been in Shinjuku Station, you'll understand why it certainly did not. Because Shinjuku Station is it's trash. So I have to wait for another train at 59, which puts me like an hour behind when I wanted to make it to the trailhead. But I mean, Shogun, I can't do anything about it. But like somebody, I know a bunch of people feel my pain about like the station. Jesus Christ. Alright, people are starting to come. I need to move. So I'll see you guys when I get there. So I'm not a trail runner. Usually I'm a road runner. Beep beep. I've been wanting to begin trail running, and adding it to my running routine is something that I've really wanted to do. But the trail running group on Facebook is always full, so I couldn't get any tips or tricks from runners in person. But if I'm being completely honest, I prefer to be alone sometimes, and this was one of those times. So I used one of their beginner maps and began my hike up the companion mountains to Takao. From the station, it was going to be about a 5-kilometer jaunt up a small mountain, then I'd work my way around to Takao. It began hard. I almost immediately regretted this decision. Steep hill, unsure technique, lack of confidence, it sucked. I got up the first hill and immediately removed my pants. Don't worry, I had on tights and shorts under them. This was gonna be a tights-only affair. After a while, I got used to it. I found stretches where I could run at a decent pace, and then running through the woods is just so much better than running on the streets. I was loving it. There were more difficult moments. Stairs, climbs, more stairs, steep declines, more freaking stairs. I eventually got to the top of the mountain. See part of the river dam below. This is where things deviated from my plan. So I'm at the top of one mountain area. I'll put it in the caption because I didn't actually catch the name before a bunch of people came around. Now I'm heading down to the lake. I'm gonna circle the lake and then head back towards the train area, but I'm gonna take the cable car, hopefully if it's not too crowded, up to the actual mountain, like Takao. Right now I'm on like an adjacent little smaller mountain. it was a rough walk up, but like now we're going downhill, so should be a little less crazy, but just as dangerous. So let me pay attention to the road. Catch you guys on the bottom. You see, I didn't look closely at the map, so instead of going around the lake from the left, I skirted it to the right and turned off onto another trail. It gave me two options: go further away from Takao, or to head back towards the station and restart the Takao hike going another direction. I opted for the restart. I was already 5 kilometers in, after all. I started my way back to Takao Sangushi Station. I can't tell you guys how happy I am right now. Like, I love being outdoors, and I don't know, like, there's something about it that just, like, it, like, I don't want to say it warms my heart, but, like, it makes my heart feel full. There are a lot of things that do that. Teaching does that. Being with Uka does that. But there's something about the outdoors is just different. Ooh, muddy area right here. I'm gonna slip. But yeah, something about being outdoors is just different. It's like, I don't know. Not to be like cliche, but it's like natural. I mean, my maiden last name was Husky after all. So, I mean, Huskies are meant to run wild, right? Well, not really. They're kind of domesticated. But Huskies are like wolves, and wolves are meant to run wild, right? But yeah, I'm just happy. Living in Tokyo is great, and seeing and being amongst people, Corona aside, is great. But being alone, that's something that I love too. I'm kind of an introvert. I don't know if anybody knows that. My friends know that. Now you know that. I'm an introvert, so I need to recharge away from people. And it has been a very, very long time since I've been able to recharge in nature. Usually I just kind of sit in the apartment and make YouTube videos or draw or bullet journal. But being out here, that's a whole different game. So I'm going to walk with you guys for a little bit, because got extended battery.
1 hour. 30
and
minutes, 20 seconds.
I think it'll be cool to just walk around. I'm destroying my Nike Run pacing, but I already destroyed that, like, because it was supposed to be a this was supposed to be a Nike Run, and it was impossible to run the first part. If you saw that, like, the steepness of that first part of this hike / trail run, impossible for me to run. So yeah, I'm about to pass by some people. We'll pick this back up. Okay, back in action. And also the good thing about being out here is, like, there's nobody out here other than, the people I just passed. So I don't have to wear a mask. But I'm very careful about the mask thing because, my students and Luca, and I don't want to, infect anybody or be a super spreader. This area right here looks like a creek, like, you see, going back down through here. It was a creek at one point in time, but I guess it's kind of dry around here, so no creek today. Which makes the trail kind of interesting. And then you can see these barrels right here. Water to prevent a fire. Just in case the mountain's on fire, they can use that to put it out. And they're all along this back half of the trail. I didn't see any on the front half. Maybe the risk is lower there. I don't think so, though. Like, maybe they have more access to, vehicles and things like that on that side of the trail, so they don't have to worry about it.
But I've been really meticulous about also picking up litter that I see on the side. Like, Japan's usually pretty good about that, as far as like nature is concerned, but occasionally I'll see some plastic trash and I am compelled to pick it up, even if it's not mine, because fire prevention is only one kind of danger that we should try to prevent. Should also try to prevent, littering and the wildlife. This is actually an animal protection site, so that plastic could do something that could possibly harm the nature out in this area. So, got to do that. I'm not rambling, I promise you. Just want to tell you about the trail. All right. I'm gonna get back to it though. Somebody else is coming. Catch you guys on the. Maybe I'll catch you guys at the trailhead. See ya. Wait, I almost forgot. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, well, please do so. You can follow me on my urban adventures and more of my natural ones, because I think this is going to start something that's going to be more regular. Maybe once a month I'll try to get out of here, get some wildlife in me. But yeah, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm posting. All right, now I'll catch you guys back at the trailhead. See ya.
I started my way back to Takao Sangushi Station, passed by a wandering creek, a nature center, and even a few Buddhas. Somehow, I found myself in a residential area and around some onsen, I think.
So I got a little turned around and ended up in a kind of residential area in the mountain. So I'm on the right track now, but yeah, I was a little worried there for a second. It's gonna end up in a wrong turn on Takao.
However, I figured it out. After making it back to the station, I took the cable car to my next launch point.
So I've never taken a chairlift that wasn't dedicated to snow. Don't know how I feel about it, actually. I would much prefer there be snow underneath me, just in case I fall. There's a powdery cushion of cold stuff to make sure that I don't die, or roll ridiculously down a very dry hill. But shogunai.
It was more crowded up there, so I had some decisions to make about my path forward. The nature trail had a lot of cool information about the flora and wildlife on the boards along the way.
I think this is the circle of life. Yo, I'm a horrible singer, but it fits. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Wild pigs. Cool.
After another 40-minute hike, I finally made it to the top. The view was fantastic. Not that view. This view. I didn't stay long. There were just too many people. So I headed back down. This time, I took the direct route that I was avoiding because of the people. This route had shrines on the way down. They don't even know when this one was originally built. That's wild. Another reason I love Japan. History everywhere, even in the mountains. There were a lot of really cool things I saw on the way back, and I was just so happy that I got to experience the mountain. Alright, let's finish up. Okay, so I'm finished for the day. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna take this cable car down, and that'll be it. But thanks you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm Dontae. This is Dontae Dakara. See ya.